Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are working on the bubble letter project. So today we are going to need our paper and we are going to need a pencil to start with. The first thing we need to do is talk about parallel lines. A parallel line is lines that sit next to each other and go the same direction but never cross. So they could be swirly, straight, doesn't matter. As long as they're sitting next to each other, they're considered a parallel line. Even these zigzags, parallel lines. The next thing we're going to do and talk about is bubble letters. Now, some of you are like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do a bubble letter, and that's okay because Miss Earl is going to teach you how to do a bubble letter. There are two types of bubble letters that you need to be aware of. There are the letters that have open spaces, and then there's the letters that have a closed space. The letter E, for example, is an open space. So when you draw a fence around your letter, like this, you have your bubble letter that's completed. The letter A has a closed space, just like this. So you need to be aware when you draw your fence around your letter, it's not completed until you draw that little closed space inside. Then you can go ahead and erase your original letter that you wrote. So now that you have a bubble letter, I'm going to go ahead and make my bubble letter R. And I'm just going to draw a bubble letter R like I normally do. You are then going to use parallel lines to go around and around your bubble letter, really, really large and big on the new side. So when you're ready, you're going to make your first initial letter super large in the middle of your paper. I switched to a pen because it will be easier for you to see what I draw. So now I have my bubble letter E in the middle of my paper, nice and large, almost bigger than my hand. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to start at the top and I'm going to trace and outline sort of the same shape each time, but getting a little fatter and leaving space in between my first initial letter. And I'm just going to do that over and over and over again. You want to do this so many times that you're almost jumping off the page. So notice that Miss Earl is going to have to start pretending to jump over the paper to continue her lines, and that's fine. As long as you get to the edge of the paper, you're doing it successfully. I like to create highlights on my bubble letters, so I add a few triangles in the corners of my letters, but you don't have to do that if you do not feel comfortable doing that. The next thing I'm going to do is in between all of my contour bubble letter parallel lines is I'm going to add little designs around my letter. I have sped up the video so you guys can see all of the different designs that I use in a short amount of time, using dots and different types of lines to really fill in those parallel lines that I used to make my bubble letter look fancy schmancy. once you filled in the parallel space, you can go ahead and color it. Miss Earl has already had a finished copy of what she was going to do, so she is going to instantly magically switch these out and take this one and ta-da! I will show you this one that I have completed earlier. I hope you have a great time coloring. Please take your time, and I hope to see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.